So the movie we chose to review to close out the podcast and watch, not even review, just is Midsommar. It's Ari Aster's second movie. His first movie was Hereditary. Jay Fine, have you seen Hereditary?
I've definitely seen Hereditary. Yeah. Why does that
Toni Collette.
Why does that sound very? Is that a horror movie?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it.
You know, and then the kid fucking from the Naked Brothers band.
I.
Alex Wolf.
Okay. Yeah.
He's in it.
Vaguely.
Weird looking daughter's in it.
Yeah.
Okay, but you've seen it.
Not. I've seen that one. Not the one you're talking about.
What? You haven't seen Midsommar.
Right. I mean,
You've seen Hereditary.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
He's really worried. You're
no,
really worried.
I'm just trying to hide it. Did you like Hereditary? Do you remember?
I'm trying to look it up right now. I think it was.
You should watch Hereditary if you've never seen it. Good movie.
I remember. Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. I think I saw it. Yeah, probably bits and pieces. I don't think I saw the whole thing through.
Okay,
you gotta watch it.
I haven't seen Hereditary.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little too afraid to watch it.
What?
Yeah, no, I don't like
that.
This
Should have been the
some
movie.
Some extreme scary stuff I don't really like. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I thought I smelled pussy.
So,
is that what that fish smell was?
Yeah. So, Midsommar. It's different from Hereditary. I wouldn't call it a horror movie at all. I think it's more of like an atmosphere.
It's like a psychological
thriller. I'm going to say that I was very unimpressed. I did not love this movie. It's probably one of the most divisive conversations amongst, probably the most divided film that I've ever heard, as far as split reactions between, critics, viewers, whatever. My initial thing is, I'm going to give you my thoughts real quick. I became very uninvested in the characters as the movie went along. I thought that the movie got away from its premise that it built in the opening act with you thought it was going to be about trauma and grief and how people process that shit. Ended up kind of not being about that. I thought it was too much of I think there was way too much downtime. I think the movie could have been 40 minutes shorter. There was too much time where nothing happened. And then when something did happen, it really didn't pay off that much. Also, I didn't like that all the fucking gruesome shit, for the most part, aside from when the two, spoiler alert, don't care, when the two fucking old people jumped off the cliff.
So brutal.
That was fucking absurdly brutal.
I fucking love that, though. I love when when that bitch hit her head off the rock and then it opened
her face blew off.
It opened like a refrigerator.
That was wild.
That actually made me laugh because I was like, you know what? Fuck this movie at this point.
At least it did something.
But you got to be fucking. You go ahead.
I'm sorry. But other than that moment, all the other crazy shit that happens to these happens off screen. You don't even fucking see it. What do you see? The fucking black kid gets hit in the back of the head, right? The white kid leaves the dinner table, and then what happens? They just see the guy wearing his fucking face as a mask.
Yeah.
You don't see any of the shit that happens.
I wish the opening scene, I wish we got to see how that played out. The way that it opens.
So I was going to say I love the opening scene with the shots, with the Swedish girl singing. They did it all ahead of they were showing pictures of that Swedish neighborhood, then the phone rings.
Yeah.
Those first 12 minutes, and now this could be recency bias, that might have been the greatest, one of the greatest opening 12 minutes of a horror movie I've ever seen.
Absolutely. It was so good.
Up to where you find out that the sister killed the parents. Once that cuts, that was unbelievable. I thought that was awesome.
She just gets the email. What's the email?
Yeah,
say?
it built a lot of tension. I was hooked into the
email. Oh no, the email. I have it written
down.
The
movie went off faster than that broad jumped off the cliff and hit the rock.
The movie got worse from that point.
Can I read the email?
Like 1,000%.
Can I read the email?
Yes.
So she texts Danny, is the main character.
That was an email, right?
So she gets an email from her bipolar sister that says, "I can't take it anymore. Everything is black. Mom and Dad are coming too." How fucking bone chilling of an email is that to receive?
Yeah. So she's panicking. She's calling.
She calls the boyfriend.
The boyfriend sucked.
Oh my
fucking
God,
bootleg
what a
Chris Pratt.
Fucking goof, dude.
She calls the boyfriend and is like, I think my sister's acting out again, but I'm getting kind of worried. And he's brushing it off, blah, blah, blah. And then, so they hang up, and then it just cuts to him having a conversation with his friends. And he's like, I really want to break up with her. They're like, she sucks, break up with her. She's always a problem. She's always dragging you down, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he basically just it cuts to him calling her back, and she's just wailing. I never heard anybody cry like that. Like just wailing into the phone. That's all you hear.
Yeah.
And then basically Sympathy invites her to Sweden, where he's gonna go to like write his thesis or whatever. But I don't know. Overall, I did like the movie. I didn't hate the movie. I think you made some really good points, but I also wish they just nailed that intro of it.
That's what I'm saying.
They nailed it.
That intro was Reggie Bush, and then his career was.
I thought
Yeah.
the
We're
flashback
talking
scene.
hype.
I
First
hate.
production.
Listen, so okay, fuck this movie to begin with. I hate culty shit. I don't like it at all. So immediately when we met the fucking creepy Pastel character, I knew that we were like, oh, we're going down a fucking wormhole. They're all fucked. Everyone's fucked. See you later. The first 12 minutes that we talked about, I thought that it really, that's when I texted you guys, I'm tweaking out because I don't like the high pitches, but it set the tone. It did set the tone. Like I was like, I didn't know what to expect. That whole sequence that happens at the house, I thought I would have liked to see that more. I thought that was
You
crazy.
talking about the flashback sequence?
No, I'm talking about right in the beginning, dude. Like, like strapped to their mouths with fucking how she set up the carbon monoxide.
How she did that.
And you just didn't see any of it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I get it. A lot of that, like, show me at least something. You know, like
They just showed you the
the
aftermath.
kid pisses on a rock. And, come here, never comes
I
back.
just can't
All right,
believe
so it's
Pele.
like,
Pele's the Swedish guy, the Swedish student. He spent how long do you have to be a doctor in anthropology? It has to be 6 to 8 years.
Oh right,
So
right.
he spent 6 to 8 years, whatever, and he got all these friends, and he thought in his head to just bring them there so they can get killed. Like he knew they were gonna die,
you knew they were getting sacrificed.
and he was so fucking pumped
No,
when
he
he seen
didn't. It was based on how they reacted to the fucking ritual.
He knew. He knew because he was so happy that
no,
he
he brought.
brought people to be sacrificed, and he actually got like a bigger.
No,
thing
they
on that.
brought the main.
No, because the other guys that also brought people to be sacrificed got fucking killed. The brother and his friend.
They offered themselves up.
I thought they got chosen.
No, they offered
Because they-
themselves up. Them two
Yeah,
volunteered.
they volunteered.
They volunteered to kill themselves.
Are you sure?
The only one that got chosen was the boyfriend.
Right.
How about that sex scene? How weird was that?
That was
fucking
incredibly
Dude,
weird.
you know what was wicked funny when the old lady
He
comes up
grabbed his
behind
ass
him
and was
and
pushing
starts
him.
pushing him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck am I watching? It's 4 a.m. I'm freaking the fuck out like already."
I think my favorite part though. Okay, I'm gonna say my favorite part of the movie, besides the girl
when he
getting
runs,
fucking, is when Will Poulter's character. You know Will Poulter? His name's
no regrets.
his name's Mark.
Mark.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
His name's Mark in it. He pisses on the ancestral tree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So all the dead people that were there, they burnt them up. They put them on the tree. So that was like, and they get pissed at him. One guy gets really mad at him. Obviously, he
Yeah, the guy
desecrates.
starts fucking crying and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's desecrating like the remains of their ancestors and shit. So they're at the dinner table, right? And they're eating. They're all eating, and all of a sudden, Will goes, he's like, I think this guy's still fucking mad. I pissed on the tree.
Yeah, that was- yeah.
And they look at the guy, and he's just
And he's
like this.
staring at him.
Yeah.
I swear to God, 4 to 5 minutes go by, and they're still talking. And he goes, and he looks at the guy. Josh, he's like, he's still fucking looking at me.
Yeah.
And they just look at him. And he's just
And then he's like, "Is this guy gonna fucking kill me?"
like,
Like,
I think this guy's gonna fucking kill me.
yeah.
And then he gets taken away from the table. And he's pretty much dead.
That's it. And you don't even see how.
I thought the ending was crazy.
I thought Florence Pugh was great. I like her a lot. She's a really good actor.
She's
I think
the best
that.
one in the movie.
Yeah, she was like the only. If there was any positivity for me out of this film, it was the job that she did. Like from like Justin said, like when she started crying, like
Yeah,
that was crazy.
shit.
That scene is what like really thought I was watching a whole different movie because the camera pans out through the fucking window. I was
It's
telling
like
Al,
snowing.
and it's just snowing and it's just dark and you can't see shit in front of you and you're like something's running into the camera, something's running into the camera, something's running in the. I'm like sitting there with my hand over my fucking face for like 5 minutes and the camera's still there. I'm like, this is the movie I'm watching. This is what they got me watching. And then all of a sudden they like took that turn and like all that played out, that whole dialect with the boyfriend. And then, oh, don't act like you guys didn't want her to come, but act that you wanted to come. Oh, she's not really coming. Then all of a sudden she's crying on a fucking plane. I'm like, dude, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, it
I
seems
didn't
like
li- I
they were
didn't-
setting it up for a fast-paced movie, but it it like fucking slowed down.
Oh, then Marcus, right? As soon as they got in the village, everything was like they sat at the
So-
table for so long. They did this
So
for
They did the
so long.
psychedelic, so you would think it in your head that okay, there's gonna be some like trickery here with what like maybe like like a narrator, like maybe like an unreliable
Yeah.
narrator or something, because she was doing the psychedelics, but that never kind of panned out.
Nothing.
Well, the
So-
company that made the movie is A24, I believe, and they're
Yeah.
known for making like all these weird artsy
Horror
artsy
movies.
horror movies.
Yeah, the whole dressed up in like all the flowers after, and then she's just sitting there with that fucking crazy smile on her
I
face.
did like the scene, like just like from.
I'm
a
glad
vis-
the boyfriend burned. Definitely glad
Oh,
the
yeah, that
boyfriend
was
burned.
great.
But I think
What a
I
fucking-
think-
I
like-
think- But here's the thing.
Is that like what people wanted? Is that
That's
what
what
he
I'm
wanted?
saying. I can't hate on him too much because he played it perfectly. This like guy that just sucks, and the kid Jack Rayner played it pretty well. And I'm like,
Yeah, he sucked. From
the character sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, so maybe that's a testament to like being well written, actually.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They
No,
did a
yeah,
great
and I
job.
think they try to overall. We're trying to say that she lost her family at the beginning of the movie, and then she gained a family
At the end of the
because
movie.
she's definitely
That's
staying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. In theory, you
Yeah,
think.
I would think she was
No,
smiling.
so that's what I'm thinking because if you listen to the fucking creepy white kid Pele, they bring well, like he says to her on the coach, "I'm actually really glad you're coming."
Well, that's how when I knew she was going to be the May Queen. Once when he said that to her, and then he showed her the picture of the old May Queen, I was like, she kind of looks like she's going to be the May Queen. Like I knew that right from the jump.
So I'm thinking that they brought because then they had the kid do fucking pump out the nut
Yeah.
because they wanted to. They used them to start a new bloodline. That's what I think they're using. That's what they used those two for. They killed the other kids for a sacrifice because they're idiots. Well, because
Yeah,
one
but
kid got caught taking the
She's
fucking
staying
pictures.
with them. She's staying with them.
Oh, I think she stayed.
Yeah,
She definitely
She
stayed.
stayed.
I could
absolutely.
care less if she died 5 seconds
Yeah,
later. To
I
be
mean-
honest, I mean, I was so out on that movie. But
Midsummer, I would probably
a
give-
2.5 hour movie, dude, like that
No,
was
it
a
could've been
long
40
time.
minutes
It's a fucking that's like
Yeah.
a Marvel movie. That's like what the same shit
You're
is.
just waiting for
What's
some
your
crazy-
grade? I want to hear it.
47.
Out of
100.
that's low.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
not
like
that
it.
bad.
It's below average to me. 47 out of 100.
So I gotta go. So we gotta get your like your scale on.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you'd have to feel it out, right.
47 is below average. What would your average?
Well, no,
movie-
47 is poor. I would say, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I would say a 70 is an average movie for me, so I should
'cause
reword that, I'm sorry.
What did you rate Prey?
74. He rated Prey.
Okay.
So Prey's a 74. This is a 47. You switched the numbers on us. You went
Sorry.
dyslexic. That's fine. I think that's a low score.
That's
Really?
a little low. Yeah.
I would say that how I would rate movies is there's like 4 ways. One is go watch it right now. You go watch
Okay.
it. 2 is if you see it on, put it on, keep it on. Third one is it's not my cup of tea, but I can see why people enjoy it. And then the fourth is don't even bother. I'd put that into that third category, saying I don't think it's my cup of tea, but I can see why people enjoy it. I could see that the acting was very good, cinematography was very good.
Yeah.
I think some people like that type of movie where it's a little.
In
more
the
drawn
writing,
out.
the writing was really good.
Yeah.
You either loved or hated the characters, and that's what the writing is supposed to do.
If that's what it's supposed to, that's what it's supposed to do. Al,
So you would
I
don't
would-
watch that fucking movie.
dude, I hate movies like that. I really do. I really didn't enjoy like much of that film at all. I don't. There's nothing that I don't
I
like
think
the
if you
culty
showed
shit.
me the first, if that was that, honestly,
I
you know what
thought
it could have
if
been.
we did the story,
They should just cut the first 12 minutes and put that for like an Oscar short. That would have made a fucking great movie.
if we were
Just
gonna
a
do
short.
like a fucking twisted thing of, I almost thought that like we were gonna do a twisted tale of the boyfriend actually somehow killed the sister and the parents. I thought that we were gonna stick on that murder. Then we just ended up somewhere. In
Oh
Sweden.
no, I don't think I would have liked that.
I would have
don't
gave
know.
it like maybe a 72, 71, 72.
Oh, that's high.
It's not
Well, that's an average movie. He's calling it an
Yeah, I
average
guess you
movie.
say it's average, okay.
He's watched it 3 times, so he obviously enjoys it enough to
this was
rewatch
the
it.
4th time I watched.
God bless you, dude. God bless you. Never get back 10 hours
I
of your
can't
life.
wait to make him watch Hereditary.
Nope.
I'm not watching
It's crazy.
So what's the movie for next
I would have
week?
rather maybe a movie
Who
with a
picked
little
this
bit more
one?
fucking horror,
Me.
Nico,
I'd like
you gotta
to-
pick the movie.
Good.
Right now.
dude. No fucking shot. I'm gonna pick a movie right now.
Yeah, pick it
Dude,
right
you gotta
now.
pick a movie now so everyone knows.
Jay, fine, you pick the movie.
You want me to pick the movie?
Yeah.
Or I mean, I like picking the movie.
No,
I
you
feel like-
just picked one and I picked one. Everyone gets a turn. So Jay, fine, you can pick this week.
Alright, shit.
The movies.
I mean,
that
are you going for like new movies that just came out?
Anything you want.
2017.
It could
Okay.
be a comedy. It could be a fucking horror movie.
Wow. All right.
I think at some point we should do the Louis C.K. movie.
Is that the one with Joe List?
The what movie?
Yeah.
Louis C.K. just put out a new movie.
Oh, okay.
Joe List. It's a bunch of comedians are in it.
Is it really?
Ton of them.
It's all based on Boston.
I mean,
Is
why don't we? I don't have a better one, so why don't we pick that one?
Hey, you want to do that one?
Yeah, let's do the Louis C.K. movie. Why not?
Yeah.
What's it on
That
his
sounds good.
website?
It's on his website.
It's on
Yeah.
his website. I think it's like $14. No, I think that's to buy it. I think you can rent it.
Can you?
I'm in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck
fine
it. A little
with that.
comedy for you.
Yeah.
don't
let's
even
do
know what
it.
the fuck that is.
So you don't
Let's
have to
go.
piss your fucking pants like usual.
I mean, but give me a fucking better movie, dude. That movie was kind of like it was long. I
But
would have
it's
rathered
not
more
what
horror,
I
more
actually
suspense, more
have a
thrill.
segment for next week. It just popped into my head. We just pop open a thesaurus and have, or maybe
Have
we
him say
give him
words.
2 words
Yeah.
and be like, "Can you define this word? Or which one of these words means this?" What do you think about that? You think you do good?
No.
I honestly like that
I'm a
segment.
fucking
I would watch
dumbass. I could go ahead. I'm terrible at spelling. I don't know what words mean. I say shit sometimes, and it just fucking comes out. I don't. There's no teleprompter in my head.
You know what? Though?
I'm a fucking one-time gun. That's it. I don't even know what the fuck that meant.
as
So,
long as you can,
like, I don't even know.
as long
dude.
as we understand where you're coming from, telling's better than spelling. They say, right?
I fucking hate both, to be honest with you.
Oh Jesus!
I think that about wraps up this week's episode, guys. Thank you again to our sponsors, Uplift Provisions Company, Sidelines, and Off Clothing Company. Great show, everybody. We can't wait to come back and entertain you next week. Look for us on TikTok at Bad Brain Podcast. Bad Brain Podcast. And yeah, had a great time this week, boys.
Yeah, thanks.
Another good show. See
Jay
you
Fine,
next
thanks for
week.
having
Next
us.
week.
See ya.
See you.
And I'm ready to go. Your voice is all I'm hearing. It echoes in my head. All we have is time. Feels like this is the